Let's travel over stateside. Let's get over to America now, because Donald Trump has a pre-Thanksgiving dinner with controversial rapper Kanye West and the far-right activist Nick Fuentes. Now, this all comes after he was unbanned from Twitter and announced he's rerunning for the White House. Let's speak to Paul Duddridge. He's the host of the Politics People podcast. Paul, talk to me. Trump's pre-Thanksgiving dinner, Kanye and Nick Fuentes. Really? It's an interesting combo.
Well, yes. I mean, Trump's view of this is that he had invited, or he knew Kanye was turning up, but he didn't know he was bringing Nick Fuentes with him. But he still, he was gracious and he hosted them both for dinner. But yeah, so this meeting with this political commentator, Nick Fuentes, is described as a Gen Z white supremacist. And it's no different than Obama being pictured with Louis Farrakhan in 2015 or 2005. Or his association with Reverend Jeremiah Wright. It's a storm in a teacup, and it's not going to affect Trump's success or otherwise in 2024. What's interesting is that when you say he's been reinstated to Twitter and he's announced his presidency, it's like that could apply to Kanye, because Kanye was restored to Twitter last week and has announced his candidacy for 2024 as well. So, and he actually at this dinner offered Trump the position of his running mate, and so we can look forward to the Kanye Trump ticket. But I think it's reported that Trump turned him down very vociferously. But yes, so both men restored. But yes, they're trying to make something of this, and it's like Nick Fuentes.
Well, you can't be
is banned from everywhere.
But then you can't, if you're sort of far right, then you're hanging around with people of colour. It sort of slightly turns it into a bit of a, that doesn't really make that much sense. So maybe he is, maybe he isn't, but whatever. What about his chances, though, Trump's chances of winning? Because I heard that actually he hasn't got a good chance of winning. People are thinking that, he's a bit toxic in the eyes of even his pre-Trump supporters.
I am going to stay on the Trump train for as long as possible until it actually officially derails. And I'll tell you why. This is how he won last time. Everybody'd written him off, and he had no support from the establishment, from the political class. They'd written him off. And I like those odds, because if you actually see where his base can gather, they are vociferously, strongly on his side still. They're supporting him. DeSantis, they did an interesting thing this week. They're looking to change the law in Florida. So DeSantis, if you are the governor of Florida currently as the law stands, and you stand for president and you don't win, you have to give an irrevocable letter saying that you will stand down as governor. They're changing the law. So we are basically seeing that DeSantis is obviously going to run against him. But Trump has never had the support of the establishment. He's only had the support of the people, and that's actually growing.
Interesting. And in one word, if you can, because we've got literally 5 seconds, we're already over. US versus England, good, bad, ugly?
Boring. They
one
boring.
word.
It was bad.
Perfect. I think that's the word we wanted.